What if I told you that your own words could be your greatest enemy? In today's world, where people share everything on social media, in conversations, and even with strangers, there is something you must understand. Not everything about your life should be public knowledge. There are some things that once spoken cannot be taken back. Some details about your life should never be shared with just anyone. Why? Because not everyone is your friend. Not everyone wishes you well. That's why the most successful and the most powerful people know when to speak and when to stay silent. And today, I'm going to share with you 5 things you should never say in public. Listen closely, because this could change the way people see you forever. Let's begin. Never reveal the worst thing you've ever done. Everyone has moments. They regret that weigh heavily on heart. It's natural to want to confess, to talk about your past, to unburden yourself. But the world is not always a forgiving place. Some people will never forget. No matter how much you've changed, they will always see you through the lens of your past. Some will use your mistakes against you. At the right moment, when it benefits them, they will remind others of what you did. Think about celebrities, politicians, or public figures. A mistake they made years ago is still brought up in interviews, still discussed in the media. That's because once something is out in the open, it can never truly be erased. You may think that sharing your worst mistake proves you are open and real. But in reality, it gives people a weapon to use against you. A weapon that can be used against you at any moment. So instead of telling the world about your worst mistakes, focus on showing how you've changed. Never reveal your deepest fears in public. Everyone is afraid of something, but the moment people know what scares you, they have power over you. Imagine you tell someone that you fear being alone. Now, whenever they want to manipulate you, they threaten to leave. They make you feel dependent on them because they know that your biggest fear is losing them. Or maybe you tell someone that you are afraid of failure. Now, every time you try something new, they remind you of your doubts. They say things like, "Are you sure about this? What if it doesn't work?" And suddenly, their words make your fear even stronger. This is why strong people don't expose their fears in public. They don't announce them. They don't give the world a roadmap to their weaknesses. They work on them, conquer them, and rise above them. Never talk about your love life in detail. Love is beautiful, but it is also fragile. Many people share intimate details about their relationships, their struggles, and their private moments. The more people know about your love life, the more they interfere. Some will give bad advice based on their own failed experiences. Some will try to sabotage your happiness out of jealousy. Think about celebrities. The more their personal life is public, the more it gets torn apart. Every small issue becomes a big drama. And the more outsiders get involved, the harder it becomes to protect the relationship. A strong relationship doesn't need public validation. It doesn't need everyone's approval. It just needs understanding, trust, and privacy. So if you want a peaceful love life, keep it private. Let people wonder, but never let them interfere. Because at the end of the day, love is between 2 people, not the whole world. Never reveal your future plans to everyone. Have you ever noticed how people react when you tell them about something big you want to achieve? Some will instantly list reasons why it won't work. Others will compare you to someone who tried and failed. And a few might even steal your ideas before you can bring them to life. That's because not everyone is a supporter, some are silent competitors. Imagine a builder working on a house. If he announces every step of his progress, people will come with opinions. That design won't work. I've seen someone do this before and it didn't go well. But if he works in silence, one day, the house is complete and the world sees the result, not the struggle. That's how you should handle your goals. Work hard in private. Let your success make the noise. The moment your dreams turn into achievements, people will notice. And by then, their opinions won't matter anymore. Never share your past mistakes with just anyone. Everyone has made mistakes. Some big, some small, but mistakes are a part of life. They teach us lessons, make us stronger, and help us grow. But not everyone will understand that you are not the same person you used to be. Some people will hear about your mistakes and never let you forget them. They will remind you of what you did, even when you've moved on. They will whisper behind your back, telling others about the things you wish you could erase. Your past is not your prison, but some people will try to trap you in it. You might think that sharing your past mistakes makes you look honest and real, but in reality, it can do more harm than good. People judge you for who you were instead of who you have become. Some people will even spread your mistakes to others, adding their own version of the story to make it sound worse. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. If you have learned from it, there's no need to explain it to everyone. Instead, let your actions show how much you have changed. Let your growth be the proof of who you are today. Remember this, the world believes what you tell it. Your words shape your destiny. What you say about yourself in public isn't just heard, it's remembered. Always remember, privacy is not secrecy, it is wisdom. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts, your struggles, or your dreams. Because not everyone claps when you win. Not everyone wants to see you rise. The strongest people are not the ones who reveal everything about themselves. They are the ones who know what to share, when to speak, and when to stay silent. Sometimes the best thing you can do is say less and do more. The less you say, the more control you have over your life. When you stop giving people access to your personal world, you take back your power. So next time you feel the urge to share everything, pause. Ask yourself, does this person need to know this? Or am I giving them access to something they haven't earned? Your story is important, and your future is in your hands. And you have the power to decide what to share and what to keep close to your heart. Let your actions tell your story, not your confessions. If this message spoke to you, don't just keep it to yourself, share it. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.